Hi guys, it's Debbie, and I'm here to do another poured painting. And I have my colors all mixed up. In the previous video I was explaining to you how I had messed up this painting and I was trying to recreate it. Well, it's come out completely different, and I knew there probably wasn't a chance of completely recreating or getting anything close to it, but I thought I would try, and it looks quite different, unique on its own. So I'm still going to do again the same colors, pink, purple, white, and a little bit of yellow, and see what's going to happen. So all my colors are mixed with a liquid pouring medium. I don't feel it matters too much which one you use. What does matter as I go through all these is you mix it to Pepto-Bismol, and you add some silicone on each one. So all of mine have that already to spare you the boringness of mixing them up. They already have all that added to it. And the silicone medium, if you feel you're not getting enough cells, add a little more silicone, and you should get a little more cells. If you have it mixed up to a consistency that is pouring pretty nicely. So with my experience, I feel that the most important part of this is getting it mixed to a practice and see what works best for you. So anyways, I'm ready to go again. And so I'm going to bring it down. And I didn't switch out my board. I'm just going to use the same. Whoops. For some reason I want to forget that. There's some left over from the last pour. We're going to go with the same colors. A lot of pink, a little purple. I don't know why I got... It was, there was a lot more purple in this last one than what I'd hoped for. So I'm going to try to cool it a little bit more and keep going with a lot more pink. I'm going to add just a touch of yellow. This pink one's tip over there, set there. I'm not sure when I did that. Maybe trying to recreate these is pretty impossible. You know, I'm just going to add just a little swidge of that black. That is Acrylic, and you really don't have to do too much to that. You can just pretty much pour it in there. It's made for airbrushing. It works awesome. Unless it's older, then you'd want to thin it down, which some of mine's older, quite a bit older. But some of it didn't even need that. Alright, so I'm going to add right up this point a little bit in this pour cup, a little touch of the yellow. I really don't want a whole lot, so let's see how that turns out. I want a lot of pink. And I did not get that the last time, so... And looks like my pink is running out. Oh boy. I may have to stop this video and make up some more. Okay. Yeah, I think so. I really want to have a lot more pink on this. So you guys, I'll be back in just a couple minutes. I'm going to pause you for a second. Okay guys, I have some more pink all mixed up. Put a little silicone in it after thinning it down with my pouring medium, and here we go. And I think that's about all I'm going to need right now. The sad part is I'm running out of these little canvases. I need to go buy some more. Alright. Sometimes these little lines add interest in there. So this one's got a lot of fun stuff already going on in it. I've told you, mentioned before, when you are tilting your painting to get the edges, be careful. Try not to mess up if you have something really cool going on the inside of the picture. Like, you know, I like this. I like this. I like all the little things going on in it. So getting my edges again. I got cells popping out already. Oops, didn't do so good on that one corner. Gives it a chance while if I'm holding it here and moving it all around, it's moving and it's creating, you know, different friction inside of the paints as things start to pop loose and come out. So, well, again, I was going for, I can't hardly pick it up, a very deep pink painting. I'm going to have to watch that video I made that one and see how I poured the paints on. That's one good thing. Even if you don't plan on loading your video up on YouTube and you're doing this type of painting, it doesn't hurt to record what you did, because if you ever want to recreate something, even though it's going to be pretty hard to get, but you can get kind of close, well, as close as possible by recording your video and see how you poured the paints in there. And if you're mixing up your paints to pretty much the same consistency and you kind of use the same brands of paints and pouring medium, as you've learned that, you can work on getting kind of close. All right, so I think wipe out my hands here for a second, and I'm going to get the heat gun going. We've got a little action going on here and there, and you remember that little squiggly stuff? There's some going on right there. I bumped put some on in some other areas, but I don't know what happened to it. It's interesting. We got little roadways coming out in some spots. I'd be kind of interested to see how this one ends up. So, okay. Try to make sure your heat gun is hot. And you can also do some of this with a hair dryer. Just try to make sure it doesn't blow it around too much unless you want to move something. If you want to move something, make it bigger, heck. Like if I want to make those lines in there bigger, I can. The only problem with doing that with this heat and this thick of paint, we're doing it right now to get some of the cells to pop up. With the heat gun's a little slower than sometimes in the torch. But I found out with the kind of paints and the way I mix mine kind of thick, mine does a little better just sitting and naturally coming up. So on a smaller little dinky painting, you can hit it with anything you want and not worry too much about your composition and different things that are going on, because they're small. The bigger you get, the more you got to think about this stuff. So my paints are still sitting on here very thick. And I think I'm going to leave this alone for right now and let it do its own thing. So I'll give you a little close-up view of this. I could move down a little bit, but I don't want to lose my squiggly line right there that I found pretty interesting. So, see, this thing could be, anyways. You got more and more cells that are slowly popping up now. Again, if you don't feel you're getting enough cells on your picture, add a little more silicone. Right now I've been using WD-40. I do have 3-in-1. I didn't add it to any of these paints, so I'm not sure if it makes that big of a difference. So, but anyways, guys, let me set this down. I want to thank you for stopping by. Bye-bye.